Have you ever walked into an antique store, a flea market, or even your grandparents' attic and wondered about the story behind a piece of furniture? Some chairs, tables, or cabinets seem ordinary at first glance, but with the right knowledge, they could be valuable collectibles with history, style, and investment potential. Furniture collecting is more than just acquiring pieces. It's about discovering the story, craftsmanship, and character behind each item. Welcome to How Expert Tip of the Day, where we bring you real-world tips from our how-to guides on all topics from A to Z. If you want to learn even more in-depth strategies, examples, and techniques on this topic, check out How Expert Guide to Furniture Collecting, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes& Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. At its core, furniture collecting is the practice of identifying, acquiring, and preserving pieces that are valuable, rare, or historically significant. Collectors aren't just looking for objects, they're curating stories, craftsmanship, and legacy. Today, we'll break down what furniture collecting really means, why it matters, and the key things to know if you want to build your own collection. The first key idea is understanding the types of furniture worth collecting. Some collectors focus on antique pieces like Victorian or Art Deco furniture, while others prefer mid-century, modern, or designer items. Each style has its own history, craftsmanship, and market demand. Recognizing the different eras and design movements helps you make informed decisions. The takeaway is simple. Knowing what you're looking for saves time and protects your investment. Second, condition and authenticity are crucial. Two seemingly identical pieces can vary dramatically in value based on their condition, materials, and provenance. Collectors examine joints, finishes, and markings to verify originality. For example, a handcrafted solid wood chair from the early 1900s is far more valuable than a reproduction, even if it looks similar. A memorable tip: always inspect carefully, ask questions, and, when in doubt, consult experts. Another essential principle is provenance and history. Furniture with a known origin, previous owners, or connection to a particular designer or period carries more meaning and value. For instance, a desk used in a historic office or a chair designed by a famous craftsman tells a story that goes beyond aesthetics. The insight here is that collecting is about narrative as much as material value. The more you know, the richer the piece becomes. Fourth, the market for furniture collectibles is dynamic. Prices fluctuate based on demand, rarity, and trends. Some pieces may gain value over decades, while others remain niche. Attending auctions, antique fairs, and online marketplaces helps collectors understand pricing and develop intuition. The quick takeaway: research and observation are as important as the items themselves. Next, restoration versus preservation is a key consideration. Some furniture benefits from careful restoration, like repairing broken joints or refinishing surfaces, while over-restoring can diminish value. The decision depends on the piece's rarity, intended use, and market expectations. For example, preserving a chair's original patina may be more desirable to collectors than making it look brand new. The insight: respect the story the furniture tells while maintaining structural integrity. Another important point is storage and care. Proper conditions, stable humidity, minimal sunlight, and careful handling prevent damage over time. Wood can warp, finishes can fade, and upholstery can deteriorate. Collectors often invest in protective measures like climate-controlled storage or padded supports. The takeaway is that furniture isn't just bought, it's preserved. Finally, community and knowledge. Sharing enhance the collecting experience. Joining collector groups, attending lectures, or connecting with dealers provides insights, networking, and sometimes exclusive access to pieces. Learning from experienced collectors accelerates your understanding and helps avoid costly mistakes. The tip: in furniture collecting, relationships and expertise are as valuable as the pieces themselves. To bring these ideas together, imagine a collector who specializes in mid-century modern chairs. They research designers, attend local auctions, inspect each piece for authenticity, carefully restore minor wear, and connect with fellow collectors to share insights. Over time, they build a curated collection that's both valuable and meaningful, reflecting knowledge, taste, and dedication. When you step back, furniture collecting is about more than acquiring objects. It's about appreciating craftsmanship, preserving history, understanding markets, and building a collection that tells a story. Each piece becomes a chapter in your own journey as a collector. Furniture collecting isn't just a hobby, it's a way to connect with design, history, and legacy. For even more tips, techniques, and practical examples on this topic, check out HowExpert Guide to Furniture Collecting, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes& Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. HowExpert publishes how-to guides on all topics from A to Z. Visit howexpert.com to learn more.